Good morning and welcome back to the Battle of Skill here in Frankfurt. We are in our last round of the New Frontiers and we have today a match with Ming and Patrick. Philip. I'm sorry, Philip. And you want to tell something about the
Philip is running a Lumiere list, tempo, flicker, getting value by drawing more cards than your opponent and countering their stuff until you release a big wave of hooks, captain hooks, finishing your opponent without them having any real chance to do anything against it. And Min is running a Fox list. It's a typical Fox list, and we'll see how both of them will play against each other. Let's get into the game.
Alright.
Both of them called their first stone. Philip starting with Sacred Elf, and Min going with Little Red. Kaguya Stone of Sorrow at Philip's side, so he has to decide whether he's willing to pay 300 HP or not, and he's going to do so,
yes.
Kicking him down to 3,700, and now he can look at the top two cards of his deck and put them back in any order. Tapping now Sacred Elf is basically a free mana for his turn, because he's able to flicker the Sacred Elf, getting it back rested, gaining advantage by producing more mana than usually possible. Min's going with the normal Planting Beans play, searching Demonic Undead from his deck to provide him with a Darkness Resonator that he's capable of getting back into the field for just paying 500 HP.
And it's...
Oh, Demonic Dead, yeah.
So it's the Demonic Dead, we've seen that already a couple times yesterday.
Yeah, it's a pretty good staple in every Fox deck since the release of Echoes.
And he's probably gonna put it in his field soon.
Yeah. Felix explaining the order of how Planting Beans resolves and when Demonic Dead hits the graveyard, because the order of the graveyard is important for the game. So he's going to swing for 5. And Philip has nothing against it. So he goes down to 3,200. Farius summoning. I'm searching his deck for a Resonator of his choice, so he may be able to pull off his first hook. Yeah,
it's a hook.
There's Captain Hook, and he's probably going to play it the next instead of his turn.
So the good thing about Hook is that you can either put back 2 special magic stones on the owner's deck, or you can give back 2 resonators to the owner's hand.
Yeah, and he's also able to lock down the opponent by... if it's a Fox player, he's going to need Killing Stones to do the Fox thing, and he's not going to do so with this stone, and he's basically locked out of the game now. So this might be game for Philip at this point.
It's pretty good for him. He has only 1 stone left.
Yeah. Soul Debt, so he cannot flicker the hook. But yeah, damage is done.
So he's
Min is going to pay 500 HP.
for the demonic dead.
Yeah, he comes back into the field tapped. But he's able to untap him now, providing him with a second resonator. Oh, and in Philip's hand we see another hook.
And it's like Excalibur spell.
Yeah. Heteroclite Excalibur, removing Malfi from the game, but also at the cost of 500 HP.
And he attacked Philip. So this is a pretty interesting matchup because we don't have that much Lumia players around here. We have lots of Fox players, lots of Pressure players, but Lumia is something we don't see here all the time. So
Yeah. Now he's going to pull off Kagre's Moonbeam Butterflies, searching his deck for a card with costs X or X plus 1 or less. And X is 1, so he's able to pull off a Malfi or maybe Wind Secluded Refuge or something like that. Yeah, he's going to pull off Wind Secluded, protecting his resonators. And also drawing him a card.
his last zone he's calling.
And he's also calling a Sacred Elf, yeah. Yeah, and
Countered.
Severing Winds, countering Sacred Elf, so he doesn't hit the field. I think there was a mistake at their side. Malfi is in the graveyard instead of the removed from game area, where she should be.
There's a little red first now. Another one.
Yeah, Little Red without any profits from having multiple stones. At 5 stones she gets +4, +3, and at 7 stones, Swiftness, First Strike, Target Attack. But he's just flooding his board. And we'll probably see Hook again, yeah, for 5 mana, Hook. Putting Min 2 turns back again.
Yeah, and he wants to put the killing stone down to make sure.
To make sure he's not hitting in the next turn. And that's basically game.
Looks pretty good for Philip.
Yeah, he's Min is 2 turns behind. And maybe with the final battle or something like that, he could kill Hook, make him unable to flicker. But he has to pay a lot of HP for that.
And there's also the...
That's also the Wind Secluded,
Yes.
protecting it from any target removal. And Philip's hand is pretty full, so he may have a Severing Winds or something like that, countering any follow-ups. Philip's getting low on HP, going down to 15.
Thinks about attacking with the little red as well. Yeah, and he does attack.
Yeah, he's taking damage. It's just 3 damage, so he's down to 12. And Min is going to follow up for 2, also with a Wind Secluded Refuge. And draw for turn.
Philip is calling another stone.
He's up to 6 stones now. And for 6 he's going to, yeah, Kaka's Moonbeam Butterfly, searching his deck for probably another hook. Or maybe a frick, if he's counting his graveyard. Oh, it's another hook. So Min is... Yeah, he got the choice of bringing back 2 resonators or getting the stone away. Yeah, he's targeting the 2 resonators, and Min's going to use the effect of... Yeah, no, he's attacking into the little red. And if Min isn't able to block it, or doesn't want to block it, he's losing again 2 turns flickering, and the stones are back on top of his stone deck. And he also got 2 big blockers left and Miniscopy.
Yeah.
So that was basically the tactic of the Lumia Flicker deck, ramping up and making your opponent unable to play anything with as many hooks as possible. And also abusing the ability of Lumia to flicker a card at the end of turn if it's rested.
Yeah, and this was a pretty nice first game for today. And I guess they will give us some more nice games the next time. But now they have time to side first, and
they probably side against both.
And the question is who will start next, because it's now Ming's choice, and we're gonna figure out if he wants to start or not. So
yeah, again, we have the hook decision making, the fox decision making, whether you want to start or not. We saw it yesterday. Fox almost every time wants to start. Some players prefer the coin and the extra card, but most players say it's better to start the game, get your first stone, to be able to judgment earlier and make your opponent, to punch your opponent with big chimeras earlier than the other one.
So let's see what they are doing while they are if they are still siding or not. I guess we can go back to the game soon, and maybe Ming can keep up with it, or this will be a win for Philip. So afterwards we're gonna only show 3 more rounds of Mirror Mirror after this game, and this will be our final. So the players then are the top 8 of this tournament, and they can also all be very happy because they all already got pretty nice prizes.
Yeah, we have many big prizes. For example, a full set of Legacy Lost, every card in every rarity 1 time. And also the Uber Rares.
And we also have some boosters packs, some displays you can win, or some banners. They can win away 3 banners, or also the ticket to Tokyo, which everybody's counting on still, I guess. So let's see what happens in the next round. But I guess now they are still siding, so
yeah, we'll have to wait for that.
Yeah, we have to wait for them. Take some time to side, because I guess especially for Ming, this is not a usual matchup. Most players are counting on to meet Prisha or the Fox, and he's now seeing Illumia, so he might get in trouble about that, but we'll see it in a moment. I guess we're gonna go back soon. And yes, I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, both players are shuffling the deck now. They finished siding. They're discussing with the judge what happens if they play, or if they show the ruler first before mulligan. Normally you have to No, I don't know if it's to have to, but normally you don't reveal the ruler until the mulligan is over, like stated in the rules. Both players are at the brink of getting into the top 8. Both with 3 losers and 1 tie.
Yeah, this is a pretty close matchup because we have 12 rounds in total before the final cut.
If they are capable of doing 4 wins in a row now, one of them at
They
least
might get into tops.
might get into tops, yeah.
We wish them all the best luck and hope they will make it, but we'll figure that out later. So now first for the mulligan.
Oh, Philip's hand looks pretty mana hefty. 2 Malphys, 1 Sacred Elf.
So Ming is only going for 1 mulligan.
And Philip's going to take 2.
So let's see who will start. It's Ming's choice. And Ming
Yeah, Ming's
wants to
going
start.
to start.
So he's calling for stone, but it's in the killing stone. And Little Red again.
Philip's going to start with a normal stone and following up with Sacred Elf. So now he's able to counter any spell of Min with Final Breeze in his hand. Or he's going to play Malfi to ramp up even more. Messenger puts the target special magic stone on top of his magic stone deck. So he's going to target the killing stone.
And Philip doesn't look too happy about it. So Ming attack with the Little Red.
Yeah, I don't know why he's taking 5 damage.
Mm.
Could have just blocked with Malfi. No mana open.
Yeah.
Little things. He's probably going to pay it.
Yep, probably. And he's still calculating. Thinking about all the pros and cons. Yeah, and he takes
he's
it.
paying. So now he's able to look at the top 2 cards of his hand, of his deck, and putting it back in any order. He doesn't look that happy about it. Knowing his 2 next top decks are not worth it.
In turn. So Ming gets his killing stone now.
But Min won't be capable of playing a Chimera this turn, so
Yeah, sure.
Philip get another turn. Yeah, for 1. Heteroclite Excalibur. And Murphy gets removed from the game, probably. That it resolved the spell, so
Or maybe he's trying to counter it. He has 4 open mana.
yeah, brought the claws. You lose 500 HP, it's the last. And it resolves in order. He's only going to lose 500 HP. If the spell isn't getting oh yeah. He's countering it another way. Giving Malfi barrier so Min still loses the HP.
Mhm.
Yeah. And Murphy gets recovered, and he's also drawing a card. Dawn probably one of the best cards in his deck against Fox. If Fox is going to call a Chimera, he can respond with it, making Dawn, playing Dawn, and every resonator that enters the field that isn't played from the hand gets removed from the game. And he's also drawing a card. That's pretty insane. The Fox player is going to make -4, and you're still at 0.
And he's trying again for the...
Heteroclad Excalibur, it's the second card he played this turn. So Philip is able to counter it for 0 mana with Severing Winds. And he got it in his hand, thinking of should I let it through or not. Nope. Severing Winds. And he's taking 5 or 6? 6.
6.
So he's down to 2,600. Oh, there's a Captain Hook in his hand. Min's going to have a bad time now. Or is it a Captain Hook?
Cannot really tell.
There's Divine Bird.
So...
Oh yeah, he's cycling the bird. Drawing him another card.
calling another stone and...
Is he going to tap 5 mana? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the Captain Hook, and that's probably game again. Min's down to 2 cards in his hand, and or is it 3? Abdul. Making Philip unable to, or he's able to flicker the cards, but the enter ability won't trigger, so... Min's down to 3 hand cards, 3 cards left in his hand, and Philip still at 5.
Calculating again. Thinking about whether to call a stone or not, probably. And he's calling another stone.
Yeah, 1000 damage going through. So Min's also down to 2500.
And they're discussing again.
Yeah, turn, so Hook gets flickered. So it's basically a free attack.
Which is pretty strong with a hook.
And there's the second Abdul. You may see her hot cars that... Oh, Final Breeze. Poet of Madness. Abdullah Hafsad, Poet of Madness. Blocking any action of Hook. So, yeah, Demonic Dead.
Like
Into the graveyard we are planting beans. So a free resonator, black Darkness resonator for Fox to feed. And on the end of turn, he's also playing Fourier summoning again, getting another resonator into his hand. And also recovering a stone, because he played a card his turn. So, yeah, he's searching for Invisible Flame. And Min is going to have a bad time now.
Exactly.
Invisible Flame with the ability of what's the ability called? Yeah, basically by discarding it and paying the cost of 1 red, 1 colorless, he can deal any. He can deal 600 damage to any resonator of his choice, and it's not. He's not able to counter it. So Abdul basically dies for free. And following up with Dawn attacking with Hook, in the attack step. Inheritance, yeah, the ability is called Inheritance. And in the attack step, he's going to recover it, pushing it up to 200, 200, and also drawing him a card. So Min has to block now.
What you just did with the little red.
Yeah, they're now discussing if Philip is able to perform Judgment.
No, he's calling another stone.
Oh yeah, he can't do Judgment without the white mana, and he thought of performing Judgment with Malfi for red. He doesn't have any red stones in his deck, so he's only able to do it with Malfi. But Lumia's Judgment also costs white, and he didn't left any white open. Yeah, Min is pretty tilted now. Getting drawn back 2 turns every turn. Isn't that funny?
Of course not. And there comes another Abdul.
Yeah, but Philip is just going to run over Min now.
Ming's down to 800 life, so.
And another Malfi. And he draws for turn. Probably performing Judgment now. Attacking face with Lumia. Yeah. Does the Judgment. Going to attack, and with the attack he's able to flicker 1 resonator of his choice. So he can tap down 1 resonator of Min, because the resonator doesn't come into play untapped. He's tapped. So he's swinging for 1000, flickering Abdul, and Min has to block this attack.
Yeah.
And it's game.
So Philip won this one as well.
Free attack is left open. Or is it game? I don't know what they're doing now. Yeah.
Yeah, it is game.
They're scooping. Yeah.
Philip won this one again. So this was our last round of New Frontiers, and we now gotta have some more games later in the Mirror Mirror format. But for now, we just want to say goodbye, wish all the players good luck, especially Ming and Philip, and hope you're gonna come back to us soon.